Now, a day before Uhuru Kenyatta, the former head of state, had invited President William Ruto to Gatundu for a political meeting, Uhuru Kenyatta had attended Kalonzo Musyoka's daughter wedding that took place in Naivasha. And I want you to have a look at these photos that were taken during that particular event. You can see, of course, Uhuru Kenyatta and Kalonzo Musyoka, but I want you to mainly focus on the dates. This event here took place on the 7th of December, right? Now, I want you to have a look at the meeting that took place between Uhuru and William Ruto. It was on the 9th of December. So just one day after Uhuru met with Kalonzo, he also conducted a meeting with President William Ruto. And that is why Kalonzo Musyoka and the WIPER party leaders, including Rigathi Gachagua, the former DP, and his allies, who are currently working together with Kalonzo ahead of the 2027 elections, were totally confused. Kalonzo Musyoka could not believe that actually Uhuru Kenyatta had united with President William Ruto. This meeting between William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta came as a rude shock to Kalonzo and very many other leaders, because Kalonzo thought that Uhuru Kenyatta was on his side. But it is true that President William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta are currently working together in the broad-based government ahead of the 2027 election. And that is why Uhuru Kenyatta's real brother, by the name Muhoho Kenyatta, has already secured a top job to represent Kenya in the East African Business Council. Let me read for you this statement here that says, you can see Muhoho Kenyatta and two other leaders that were appointed. So Muhoho Kenyatta secured that position, that job, after the meeting between William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. And also, according to the Star, it announced very well that Uhuru Kenyatta's brother Muhoho Kenyatta might also deputize President William Ruto in the 2027 elections. He might be appointed in William Ruto's cabinet and also to be President William Ruto's number 2 in the 2027 elections. Is that possible? I want us to wait and see. Also, some of Uhuru Kenyatta's close political allies are expected to be appointed by William Ruto in the looming cabinet reshuffle. People like Mutahi Kagwe, people like the former governor for Laikipia, Nderitu Murithi, a very close political ally of Uhuru Kenyatta, and very many others, including Karanja Kibicho. That is according to the Star. So the handshake between Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta is very strong. To those who are still doubting about it, I want you to watch this space very keenly. To those who are still opposing it. But after the meeting between Uhuru and President William Ruto, currently as we speak, the former head of state does not want anything at all to do with the WIPER party leader, Kalonzo Musyoka. He has officially ruled out any possibility of a coalition between Uhuru, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Rigathi Gachagua ahead of the 2027 election. So let me give you the shocking details of what really happened. And I will also explain to you what Uhuru Kenyatta's insiders are saying about the fallout, the sudden fallout between Kalonzo and Uhuru Kenyatta. Rigathi Gachagua has been mentioned. But before I give you all these details, a very quick reminder. If you're joining me for the first time, if you're listening to me and you haven't subscribed, now this is the time. I want you to take only 1 second or two and hit the subscribe button down below. It is very important so that next time when I produce another video like this one, YouTube will automatically send you the notification. So to those who are joining me for the first time, and to my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I don't take the support for granted. So I want you to follow this analysis very keenly. There are very many things that are happening. So the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, was willing to work with Kalonzo Musyoka and the WIPER party leaders ahead of the 2027 elections. What really happened? What really made Uhuru Kenyatta to make a sudden U-turn and to change his mind completely and to rule out working with Kalonzo and Rigathi Gachagua ahead of the 2027 elections? Number one, immediately after Kalonzo Musyoka started working with the former DP, Rigathi Gachagua, that was when Uhuru Kenyatta made a sudden U-turn. You know, Rigathi Gachagua was very clear recently during an exclusive interview at NTV that he is uniting with Kalonzo. He is working with Kalonzo ahead of the 2027 election, and we should expect a coalition. Just listen to this clip. Just listen to it.
You've said you're talking with other political leaders, yes. And there has been talk out there that you are headed to join forces with WIPER leader Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, Natembeya, and those.
I think people are jumping the gun. Kalonzo Musyoka and Eugene Wamalwa are great leaders of this country, and definitely we can work together. Absolutely, and. Of course, myself and the people of the mountain were very happy with the stand Kalonzo Musyoka took during the impeachment to stand with me. And our people are normally very grateful people. They remember good deeds. And we have listened to what Kalonzo is saying. And we like what he is saying.
So Uhuru Kenyatta on the other side has totally rejected Rigathi Gachagua. That is why Uhuru Kenyatta does not want anything to do with Rigathi Gachagua. He rejected even Rigathi Gachagua's apology. So there is no way Uhuru Kenyatta and Mama Ngina Kenyatta, who plays a critical role in Uhuru Kenyatta's political decisions, can be together in the same political coalition with Rigathi. That cannot happen. Rigathi and Uhuru Kenyatta in the same coalition, that can never happen. And that is why when Uhuru Kenyatta had that meeting with William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua was very angry. Rigathi Gachagua was very bitter, and he confronted Uhuru Kenyatta directly. This is what Rigathi told Uhuru Kenyatta. Just listen, which tells you about the fallout between Uhuru and Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua said this to Uhuru Kenyatta. First of all, he dismissed the meeting between Uhuru and William Ruto. And he told Uhuru Kenyatta that the Kikuyus this time round will not take any orders from you, from anyone, from any leader. Kikuyus will not listen to Uhuru Kenyatta. That is exactly what Rigathi Gachagua believes. Rigathi Gachagua believes that Uhuru Kenyatta does not have any say in the Mount Kenya region. Do you think that Rigathi Gachagua is right? Do you think that the Kikuyus will not listen to Uhuru this time round? They will follow Rigathi Gachagua. Only time will tell. But what I know for sure is that Uhuru Kenyatta wants the Kikuyus to be in government, while Rigathi Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka are taking the Kikuyus to the opposition side. So Uhuru Kenyatta refused totally to work with Kalonzo because of Rigathi Gachagua. That is the first issue. Number two here, let me go straight to what the Star is saying. The Star posted this headline, which is very important. It says, Ishaweri packed deals blow to Kalonzo and Rigathi Gachagua. So it was a political deal between William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta in that meeting that made Uhuru Kenyatta to make a sudden U-turn and totally refuse to work with Kalonzo Musyoka. So what are these secret deals, political deals between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta that made Uhuru to refuse to work with Kalonzo Musyoka? Number one, it is that Uhuru Kenyatta's brother, Uhuru Kenyatta, first of all, to secure sorry for that, I was saying that Uhuru Kenyatta will secure Uhuru Kenyatta will secure the government position as the cabinet secretary or President William Ruto's number 2. Already, Uhuru Kenyatta has secured a top job to represent Kenya in East African Business Council. The second issue is that William Ruto must appoint Uhuru Kenyatta's allies, very close allies, in government during the cabinet reshuffle. That will take place very soon. So you will see people like Mutahi Kagwe, the former CS for Health, in William Ruto's cabinet. You will see people like Nderitu Muridi. You will see people like Karanja Kibicho and very many other leaders. Don't be shocked to see even the Jubilee Party Secretary General, Jeremiah Kioni, joining William Ruto. Anything in politics is very much possible. But the political deal between Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta, that is exactly what made Uhuru Kenyatta to reject Kalonzo Musyoka suddenly. And number 3, it is because Uhuru Kenyatta is joining the broad-based government. The broad-based government will be a political wave in the 2027 elections. Uhuru Kenyatta does not want to be in the opposition, just like what I had told you before. And by the way, what exactly does Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigathi Gachagua offer to Uhuru Kenyatta? Because politics is about interest. In the broad-based government, at least Uhuru Kenyatta, directly or indirectly, will have a political deal with the government, with William Ruto. So anybody who is opposing the broad-based government between Ruto, Uhuru and Raila Odinga is automatically in the opposition side. Prepare for the broad-based government in the 2027 elections. That will form the government. And I was looking at a certain headline, I think it was from The Nation, I think, if I'm not wrong, that the reason as to why William Ruto had to seek for Uhuru Kenyatta's support, it is because Raila Odinga currently does not matter anymore in the local politics. Raila Odinga does not have much influence in the local politics because of his official exit from the local politics to his African Union Commission top job. So William Ruto needs Uhuru Kenyatta's influence, support, especially in the Mount Kenya region. So I want us to wait and see what will happen. But I have a question for you. Do you think that Uhuru will still work with Kalonzo Musyoka ahead of the 2027 elections? As for me, in my opinion, I don't see any possibility at all. Uhuru is working with William Ruto. That is final. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more political updates. Remember, my name is Jason. Bye-bye and have a good night. Thank you.